New worries for Facebook. An internal memo obtained by BuzzFeed citing the company's growth, quoting an executive as saying, this is pretty unbelievable, I got to tell you, maybe it costs a life by exposing someone to bullies. Maybe someone dies in a terrorist attack coordinated on our tools. Adding, the ugly truth is that we believe in connecting people so deeply that anything that allows us to connect more people more often is de facto good. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg quickly disavowing the memo. Meanwhile, thousands of Facebook employees are reportedly slamming the leaker as a traitor. So they're not upset with what was actually said, which was horrific. They're basically saying the growth that they see in connecting people somehow justifies the horrible stuff that can come along with it, whether that means connecting terrorists or allowing children to be bullied to the point where they might even die. That somehow is just fine with this Facebook executive. With me right now, Fox News contributor Kat Timpf and Lisa Garber, cybersecurity and privacy attorney. Gosh, I mean, I'll start with you, Kat. It seems to me that a company should have a little bit of obligation here in that how can they see themselves as justified for connecting terrorists who are out to harm us, the very country that has provided them with this opportunity for growth in the first place?
Right. It should be something you're at least a little concerned about. If you know that your platform has become a tool where this is happening, you should do a little better than, yeah, this happens, but we do a lot of good stuff too. No, you need to look into how to stop it from happening. And it's just, I think you get bigger and bigger, you get more greedy, and you stop caring about other people.
Lisa, I kind of question what this is going to mean for Facebook from here on out, because I look at it and say, if I'm the White House right now, if I'm the administration, if I'm Congress, I'm saying, I don't know about this company. They have gotten far too big, and they clearly see no sense of responsibility, whether it be their fake news feeds, whether it be collecting data on people without them knowing so, or whether it be their absolute lack of caring as to whether or not they are connecting really bad people who are going to do really bad things.
Exactly. So many great points. And really, they're calling this the ugly memo. This is hideous for Facebook. It just keeps piling on for them. And hopefully it will lead to some transformative moment where we realize we need better regulation for these companies. When you look at 2.2 billion users of Facebook, how many people are you connecting? And the thoughtlessness maybe that it looks like is behind some of these platform issues with bullying, with terrorism. And this memo is so problematic because it makes you think, well, is this just the tip of the iceberg for what we're seeing? Because I know employees are really outraged that it's been leaked. What else is going on that they know about?
It makes you wonder about the culture there. And, you know, Kat, I know you come from a libertarian perspective, and so you don't necessarily want a ton of regulation on some of these companies. But can't they at least impose some form of self-regulation? In this case, they're not even doing that because Mark Zuckerberg never fired the guy who wrote this thing in the first place. And you now have employees saying, gosh, it got leaked. That's what they're upset about.
Right. And I just don't understand why this is hard, right? I kind of thought we were all concerned about terrorists and all don't want terrorists to be able to connect with each other and create terrorist attacks. I don't know why this is so difficult for him to just fire this guy and denounce this rather than focusing on the leak. The leak is not the problem. The problem is Facebook.
So maybe Mark Zuckerberg needs to go. Maybe other executives need to go. I know the way he structured his company, it makes it very, very difficult to say, Mark, take a hike. But do you think, Lisa, that the government's going to get involved in this one and that they're going to start to say, okay, enough?
Well, the FTC is already getting involved, and we've seen multiple lawsuits come to fruition over the past couple years where plaintiffs are saying Facebook has really helped propel terrorism. It's become a communication platform for terrorists. The lawsuits have not been successful, mostly because of the Communications Decency Act, which says any social media platform is not responsible for what its participants are saying. But there are ways that the harassment policies can be better utilized on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and they're really not doing the right things, it appears.
You know, Kat, the sort of libertarian philosophy on this might be, and you can elaborate on this, but okay, well, if you regulate Facebook and you prevent these people from connecting, they're just going to go somewhere else, so it's going to happen somewhere, someplace. But I guess I still keep coming back to this as a matter of national security, as a matter of just pure decency when it comes to the bullying efforts. Right. And the lack of willingness, and I've seen it even myself when I had someone impersonate me on Facebook, to get the company to do anything is really difficult. They don't care about that stuff.
Exactly. That was what it keeps coming back to, is that they just don't care. This memo was so flippant, saying, yeah, well, but we connect a lot of people. Yeah, terrorists, but yeah, you can see what your high school friend had for dinner, and you can see who got engaged that you haven't seen in 10 years. No, that's not, that good does not outweigh the bad of terrorism, and they need to care. I would like it if they would even admit, we don't know what to do about this. This is a problem, but we don't know what to do. But they're not even saying that.
They're saying it doesn't matter because we do so much good connecting people. It doesn't matter if people get hurt along the way. And I'll tell you, the means don't justify the ends on this one. Absolutely not. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you. Thank you for your perspective. Did Facebook just open the book for more regulation? Why the fallout from this could affect much more than just Facebook. That is tomorrow live on Cavuto, 10 a.m. Make sure you tune in. Plus, new evidence that those tax cuts, they keep percolating. Workers from Walgreens to McDonald's are getting some rather good news this week. But are Republicans failing to tap into this good news ahead of November?